This absolutely explains the entire week of Harry pushing his mental health and well being and playing the victim narrative in the press. This totally explains it because Sophie Chandauka, the head of Sentebale now since 2023, she had an interview last night, and basically what she has said is everything was the testicle headed moron's fault, which we all knew this. Right? We all knew eventually it was going to come out that this man and his fake black wife were the problem. So which means to me, it's only a matter of time until it happens at Better Up. It's only a matter of time. This is even worse. It's only a matter of time until it happens at Invictus. I'm totally ready for Invictus to just implode with all of this guy's crap. I really am. So Chandauka said, quote, "The number one risk for this organization was the toxicity of its lead patron's brand." Well, message to Harry. And as much as I want to start laughing at him, I wonder whose fault that is. Client. And this is just another way that Harry has markled himself. His entire life is falling apart right before our very eyes. And the only reason this right now isn't worse than it actually is because a couple of weeks ago, he got saved by the government with all those redactions on his visa. Because if we would have found out the information that we know to be true, that he lied on his visa application, that would have been a hit. And then this one would have been the knockout hit. Because his image is just tanked, and I'm telling you, I don't see anything to bring him back. Nothing. This guy's gonna have to go into a hole and hide all the way until the next Invictus Games. He's got no choice here. So she goes on, Chandauka does, "When you start to interview people, they're asking questions about, well, these mixed messages around the patron." Exactly, because nobody wants to be involved with this man and his toxic wife. Of course. She argued that the volatile public sentiment around the client since his move to the U.S. had fallout after the release of the Netflix docuseries in 22 and his book in 23, and it had an impact on the charity's ability to diversify its donor pool, which basically means collect money from donors, and make senior hires, which basically means nobody wants to work around this crap. Right? Who would? Who would want to go to work, right? And every single day that you're at work, you have to hear about this moron. You have to hear about his fake black wife. Who would want to do that? Nobody. And I don't blame these people one iota, because this guy and his wife are the problem. We've all known it, and now everybody is finding out. Okay, a person familiar with the trustees' account of the event said the charity has been almost entirely reliant on the positive view of the client to raise funds. Really? Ugh, that is not a good bet. Harry is not a good bet to make. I would never bet anything on Harry, not even $1. There are real issues at hand that have been raised and not addressed, of course, because it's the king's son. The trustees tried to negotiate this privately and requested she, meaning Chandauka, consider her position due to their lack of trust and confidence in her as a leader. What a... Oh, man, I could say some stuff. The trustees were supportive of moving fundraising towards America. The problem was she failed to do that. So now they're blaming her. Right there at the end. Right. Perfect. Now they were blaming her because she couldn't get fundraising moved to America. And we do know this is after the U.S. aid funding to Sentebale dried up. So great job, client. We're all finding out, as we all knew, it's his fault and his fake black wife.